My name is Kat Laterzo, and nothing stops me. Nathan's hanging out with me at the office today.
Where's this from, Mummy?
Hang on, where'd you get that from? We're not up to that one yet. We're gonna put this one here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get some cool backdrops in here that I'm getting custom designed by a fellow entrepreneur, Emma. So we'll shout her out when we've got the backdrops. And so I'll be doing the cat show in here. We're coming to that one next. Let's turn the page. And we'll be doing a lot of live streaming in here. I want to get a really cool studio set up. Okay, so that one goes here. Put it here. So today we're just setting up the office. I've had the office for like 2 weeks, but not been here because I was in the States. So my amazing team have been buying stuff to set it all up. So there's just stuff everywhere. All right, I need to focus. Where does this go?
Yeah.
Like that, I think. There we go, look at that, check it out. Little container. This is the first time I've built Lego in years. I'm nailing it.
And where did this go?
Well, that's just the fireman. He can go wherever he needs to go. Where do you want to? Hang on. It's a 2-bedroom apartment in the Soul Peppers building in Surfers Paradise, which is one of my very favourite buildings on the Gold Coast. Actually, when I decided to go location free and to leave Melbourne, it was whilst I was attending a conference that was held downstairs in this building. Thank you. So I really fell in love with the building and the location. You got the beach right out there. We'll show you all around. But since about 10 years, I've known that I wanted to have a 2-bedroom office instead of a regular type of an apartment. This is actually the first time in my career that I've ever had my own office. I've rented office space before, but that's different. And I never wanted a traditional like cubicle type office. Why would I need that? I just thought it'd be super cool to have an apartment. You broke it? Mummy will fix it in a second. So obviously if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it properly and get it in the best building and get something that's really cool. So this is small, but it's perfect for what we need because really I just come here and work, obviously. Sometimes my friends will come down and work. My friend Callie, who's an entrepreneur as well up here on the coast, she and I've got a little side venture business that we're working on, but we hang out a lot, and so she's gonna come and do some work here so that we keep each other accountable. I'll have clients coming in. I'll be doing a bunch of live streams, a bunch of filming, obviously awesome view out there to do filming, and then I'm gonna set up the second bedroom basically as a studio and do a bunch of live streaming in there, but also get the cool backdrop. So let's show you around. At the moment, we're obviously setting stuff up, so there's just kind of crap everywhere, but that's fine. We'll show you the after at some point. We obviously have a lot of different beverage related items because when setting up a hustle office, that's what's really important. So we got the martini glasses for the espresso martinis, wine glasses. I specifically said to Kaya, make sure they're big ass wine glasses. Normal glasses, that's fine. Champagne glasses. All right, let me fix this. So I don't talk about my books much on this show. I have 47 books that are published on Amazon, which are all bestsellers, all except one, and that one is like a cookbook, which was random and I never promoted. But this is my new book, Shit Hot Rich Booch. So that has not come out on Amazon yet, but I've just put it there on my desktop mainly to remind myself to actually get it published because I write so much. I'm doing one book at least every month, but I'm trying to do one every couple of weeks. I've decided I'm going to publish over 1,000 books on Amazon, and there are authors who've done over 1,000 books before. They're not super long, they're like 15,000 words each, but it's still a lot of content. So that's one of my missions in life, basically. So I'm gonna start pumping out one book every few weeks. And they're awesome freaking quality. They will change your life. So go to booksforkickasswomen.com and you can see all of my books on Amazon. They're super designed to fire you up. It's The Secret History of Wonder Woman. It's kind of a fun book, but it's actually really interesting because everything that I teach about women. Yeah. All right, 1 second, I'll come and fix it. It's real life. Everything I teach women about being a superwoman and having it all and chasing your dreams, there's a lot of history that goes into that. 1 second, I'm talking to my show. Put that on the show, it's fine. There's a lot of history that goes into that and a lot about women really standing up for what they want in life. So the character, the superhero character of Wonder Woman is actually based on some real life women. So that's my book recommendation. All right, what do you need? All right, come on. So we're going downstairs to get my client, Tegan J. I'll let her introduce her business. She's a local Gold Coast entrepreneur. But I didn't know that. She's followed me online for several years, for quite a while actually. I think even back from the fitness business. We're gonna go get Tegan, my client.
Down there?
Down there.
No.
We'll come back. We're coming back here. We're just getting her and then we're coming up. And yeah, she's been in my membership program with Tribe and she's done a bunch of stuff. Press one. Done a bunch of stuff with me online. Okay, you press 2 then. Press 2. And then found out she was local. I think she recognized me once in a cafe, but then she didn't come up to me, which people do sometimes. Like they'll tell me afterwards, oh, I saw you, but I didn't want to bother you. And I'm always like, if you see me, come and say hi, and we'll have a chat or even have a coffee. So then, yeah, we actually ended up, I did a dinner for local female entrepreneurs, just a very small informal one for those people who do follow me online but happen to also live near to where I live. So that was maybe 6 months ago, and that's when we met in person and continue to interact on Facebook. So I really enjoy spending time with my clients and anyone in my community. So basically it's just, you know, the fact that she lives here means we can actually hang out in person. Yeah, you're gonna be on my show. I am gonna help my client Tegan J to go live for the very first time on Livestream. So she's here right now, she's just off camera. We're gonna talk in a moment about doing your first ever live stream, and obviously that's a pretty nerve-wracking thing to do. So what better way to do it than to come around to my hustle office and basically be put on the spot and forced to do it. You want to say hi? This is Tegan.
Hey, so for those of you who do know me, and I'm sure there's a few of you on here that do, because I am a part of Pat's community, know that I've been on a massive journey. I am working on a website and it's possibly a little bit controversial what I'm about to come out with, but it's something that I feel is really necessary right now in these times. I feel like it's super important to really own your story and share your message if you know that you're a true leader, which I have really realized that it's time for me to step up and, you know, step into that role as a leader.
So is anybody else laughing right now because you've come over here because you're scared to speak on live stream?
I know.
And you're totally just like, here we go. You're just like nailing it.
I knew that would happen.
So I'm like, can we just turn your live stream on before you do the entire message just for my audience? Which is certainly appreciated.
And I'm just like, yeah, anyway, so it's like all about me right now.
Like, so, no, that's good. This is all about you, but I'm just cracking up because you're like, I'm so nervous to do a live stream. And then we put the camera on her and she's just like, I'm pretty sure if I had have left, I could have come back in an hour and you'd be fine. So let's put your live stream on.
All right.
We'll just like co-live stream. So if you follow Tegan, go over to Tegan, you'll have to say what the page is.
So my page, my business page is Tegan J, but my personal page is Tegan J as well. So Tegan J is my name.
Tegan's going to share her story.
So yeah,
So I'm just here to observe now.
Yes,
I've done my part.
She's holding my hand.
I'm like pinching her on the arm, just like, you're not going to know it until this is done. No, my entire part was just to say, come over and do a live stream. So I've kind of done my work. My work here is done. I can sit back and watch the live stream now.
It's been a really interesting journey, but basically what I'm about now and what I'm really stepping into is empowering women. So sexual empowerment is something that I'm super passionate about, just through my own journey of healing myself, and also exploring that side of me has been super interesting and something that it's been an amazing journey. And also just I guess I'm quite a multifaceted person, so there's a lot of things that I've got, like so many messages and so many things I want to share, but basically I'm going down the route of feminine empowerment, empowering women to basically kind of in a way get over themselves, okay, because this is a part of my message. I had to get over myself to get to where I am now, and to just really be a person of authority and step into a leadership role, but also to explore certain aspects of their selves and their beings that they haven't explored yet, because there's a lot of guilt and a lot of shame around sexuality, and it's something that is still swept under the rug and it's not really spoken about very much. And I know that, you know, there's a lot of things around there that are suppressed, and I believe that we can't come into the full expression of ourselves and the full expression of our femininity unless we really embrace our sexuality and our sensuality, and also understand that it is very sacred, but also understanding that, you know, it's nothing to be afraid of. And I think we are afraid of our sexuality. I'm just still refining my message. You know, I'm still in that real early phase of just figuring shit out and figuring out, I know what I'm about, but I've still got to refine it a little bit, and I've got to feel into what works for me. So I'm just experimenting, and it's actually been that's what it's about. And like, you've got to know what works for you, and just because there's so many other people doing like live streams and stuff, if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, then I don't think you should do it. If you feel like, oh, I have to do this, like, you've got to do what feels right for you. And this actually feels really good for me. Like, I don't think I would like it as much as I do. So watch out. You might be getting a few more of these.
So everybody needs to be producing a lot more content online. The way of the future for online branding and success is definitely entertainment and high-level content and media. So you're kind of kidding yourself if you're not producing high-level media, or at least the highest that you can create. Written stuff is awesome, photos and that sort of thing are awesome. We'll go get a coffee in here. But if you can produce something visual, now you don't need to hire somebody to make your own show. I mean, I have my own show, but there's a lot that you can do even without having to have an entire production team behind you. And a big part of that is just getting over yourself and being willing to be on camera and just be yourself and make mistakes and screw it up, and it doesn't matter. But if you're not creating content, then you're just not keeping up. You're like the person who's trying to drive a horse and cart when everybody else is driving around in their new T-Model Ford or whatever, right? So you're going to fall behind, you're not going to be seen, you're not going to be able to follow. Entertainment is freaking key. And actually, over the coming month or two, I'm going to have something for you that's going to help you to produce a lot of media and content. I'm going to introduce you to somebody who's going to help you to do that. So a little secret to wait for. So this is very important right now. I've seriously hacked the coffee code all around the world. No matter whether I mean Germany has some really bad fucking coffee. That is a place where you have to watch out for coffee. But I know exactly how to get a good coffee there. I even know how to get a great coffee in the US. I've figured out the coffee. It's like a language. It's like you have to learn the language for each different country you have to go to. You have to learn the coffee language for each different country that you go to. And there's a particular way to order it so that they're not putting too much milk in. I'm very serious about my coffee. The one thing I will say that Europe has well over us though is the wine is ridiculously cheap. You can even buy a bottle of like Penfolds. Like you could get like a bottle of Penfolds that'd be $80 here, and it's probably going to be $30 in Germany. That's my coffee story. I'm launching a little sub business with my friend Callie Rennie. So she's an entrepreneur up here on the Gold Coast. Just, you know, we were Facebook friends. And then one time I was in Biscuit, which is a cafe here that a lot of people do their hustle at. And she came up and recognized me, and we ended up just having coffee, and now we go on a beach walk every week together down at the cafe, and we talk a lot about our businesses, but we talk a lot about a lot of personal stuff as well, essentially around sex and dating. And we decided that this is a conversation that a lot of women are having, and we decided that we're going to create a business and a Facebook group for women who want to connect with other women who want to talk about this stuff openly instead of keeping it all a big secret. So Callie and I, we just like having some fun talking about it as an idea, but now we've decided to do it. So we've made this very high-tech professional picture for the cover of our new Facebook group, and which we did when we were sitting in the cafe yesterday laughing about it. We were laughing about it like it's a joke, and then we've gone, no, we're actually going to do it, and we're going to run sex retreats. It doesn't mean you get to come and have sex at the retreat, but it's like sex and freedom, let's call it that. So the Facebook group is called What Women Really Want, so you can look it up. And we said it's time to strip back the layers and get into some real talk about what women want and need. We have these talks in private daily. Now we want to open them up to you and create a place for honesty and empowerment for women, and for men are welcome to join as well, as long as they're not going to be douches. The men who want to know what we really want. So it's a group for empowered women and men who want to let loose, feel confident, sexy and free, know what they really want, and are not afraid to go after that. So I think that this is going to appeal to a lot of my clients, a lot of Kelly's clients, a lot of women in general. So that's new, and it's kind of fun. It's just a fun thing that we were kind of giggling about, but it's actually something which I think is a really viable business. We've actually mapped out like a whole series of books that we're going to write relevant to this. And I think it's funny in business that sometimes the random ideas, there's things that's kind of like a silly idea or a funny idea where you say, like we were having drinks a month ago, which is when we first thought about it, and we said, oh, we should do that in business and then we'll do retreats about it. And we were making a joke, but I think it will actually be something that people are really going to get interested in, even if just because everybody's so used to being really serious about their education and their growth, like business or weight loss or whatever it is. And we want to do something that is just, it's kind of just about letting your hair down and having fun, almost like an exaggerated like online version of hanging out with your girlfriends, having a really open conversation and having a good time. So I think that when you have these ideas that are a little random in business, but they feel fun or they feel interesting in a different way, pay attention, because those are quite often the ones that make a fuckload of money and also super fun to do. So that's new. The other thing is, and this is really cool and really important actually, I'm reopening my Rich Chick coaching certification. It's not been open for about 2 years. I'll be creating a lot of new content for that. And this is actually an opportunity to become a certified coach with my coaching institute, the Rich Chick Coaching Institute. A lot of people probably don't know about it because I don't speak about it at all over the past several years, and I've not opened the doors up for a few years. But I want to certify a whole bunch of amazing new kick-ass coaches and leaders over the coming few months. The course is going to start October 2, which is my birthday, so I decided to launch it on October 2. And when you go through that, you'll actually be able to receive business through me, through the Rich Chick Coaching Institute. So I've really just realized I can't personally coach and impact everybody. So I want to certify a bunch of amazing coaches who have their own messages to share and want to build their own business. But obviously would also like to maybe be accredited and be referred through me through my coaching institute. My name is Kat Laterzo, and nothing stops me.